Hello and welcome to That's Football. It's our Premier League preview and what a weekend we have in store for you football lovers. Manchester City versus Chelsea. Clearly the game of the weekend, and who will win it? Because Chelsea currently, I think they're 3 points off the top, are they? Let me just double check that. Get your stats right. So three off Manchester United and Manchester City, hosting Manchester City. They can't afford to lose it, Chelsea. They're champions at the moment. What a result. I mean, what a result. Let's just say all the English clubs bar Liverpool did very well in the Champions League this week. I think the reason for that is traditionally English clubs do very well. England does very well at the start of the season because they're fresh, and as the season goes on they lose that freshness. But ability wise, I think all clubs in England, especially the top clubs, have taken a step up over the last 12 months, and it's going to be a very interesting Premier League season. But great result for Chelsea against Atletico Madrid. Definitely the pick of the English clubs this week. And I think what Chelsea are doing very well is that, and it's too early to say this in a way, but what they are doing well is they are confounding the critics who are sort of saying, well, Chelsea last year, one game a week, no European football. They could really keep themselves sharp for every game, a bit like Leicester did when they won the title. And Chelsea have started the season very well. They obviously lost to Burnley. That's why they're not joint top with City and United. But that was a blip. They've come back from that. They've won some difficult games. They've done well in Europe. And at the moment, they're definitely contenders. City at the weekend, big game. Massively unlucky news for Benjamin Mendy. Cruciate ligament damage. He's going to be out for a long time. Personally, I think I would have wanted him at my club. I think he's a fantastic left back, and him being injured is a blow for Man City because they spent a lot of money on him. But those are the breaks, and City have got more than enough talent to fill it in. But it is unfortunate losing Mendy. I think City will be favourites. They've got a day's rest. Chelsea had a very tough game against Atletico Madrid, and we saw Chelsea against Arsenal. Chelsea found it difficult to break Arsenal down. I don't think they'll find it difficult to break City down because defensively City aren't that good, but City will want to impose themselves in this game. So my prediction, Chelsea versus Man City, is I'm going to go City to win it 3-1. Chelsea can't afford to lose it. A draw, I think, would be ideal from a Manchester United perspective, but obviously this is a neutral channel. But yeah, I've just got a funny feeling City will have too much for them. I can see Chelsea winning this, says Ronak, but I hope it's a draw. And Hazard completely outclassed Griezmann, says Hell Team. And Keshem Mystery says City will win it. The next game we want to talk about is Huddersfield versus Spurs. The reason, well, it's not the reason, but in the link in the video description, we've got our Premier League predictor game through Superbrew. It is absolutely free to enter. All you do every week is you sign up on the link in the video description. It will put you into our league, and you can compete against everyone. You get points for predicting correct results. But also, if you get 6 correct results, you can win a home jersey of your choice. 7, it's £1,000. 8, I think it's 2,500. 9, 5,000. 10, if you get all 10 results right, it's 10,000. But it's not exact scores. If you said Spurs to beat Huddersfield 2-0 at the weekend and it was 1-0 or 3-0 to Spurs, if you're within one goal and the result's right, like a Spurs win, then that's still classed as a correct result. So get your predictions in, link in the video description, and join in our league for the banter and also for the prizes. But Spurs against Huddersfield at the weekend, yeah, funnily enough, I am going to go for a Spurs 2-0 win. I think Spurs away from home are loving it, not playing at Wembley. They're very effective away from home. They're playing very well. Another team who was, convincing. Kane's on fire like Lukaku is for United. Can't see any other result. Huddersfield, I'm sure, will keep it compact, but I'm going to go 2-0 against Huddersfield for them. The next game is Bournemouth-Leicester. Both teams desperately need a result. Both teams need a result in this game. Both in the bottom, well, Leicester 4th from bottom, Bournemouth 2nd from bottom with 3 points, Leicester with 4 points. Both need a win. I think Bournemouth will get a win. I'm going to go Bournemouth 2-1. Home advantage, but going to be tight. And Leicester are better than 4th from bottom. Arsenal, first game of the season. United, they played well, but they got beat ultimately. Next game, Man United Crystal Palace. I'm going to go United 2-0. I think United could win it 6, 7, 8-0. I think it will be nil because Crystal Palace haven't scored a goal this season. Rooted to the bottom of the table. But yeah, I think Palace will just defend for their lives and park the bus. So maybe 4 or 5-0 is unrealistic, especially if Martial's injured, but United will comfortably win that. Stoke versus Southampton. Again, Stoke sort of shot their load, didn't they? Doing what Mark Hughes does and having his cup final against United, and then they've got nothing left the rest of the season. Stoke 5th from bottom, Southampton mid-table. Southampton are a decent side, watched them last week, and they are a decent side, but they need to put the ball in the back of the net. I've got a funny feeling Stoke might win this because Hughes needs to stay in a job, doesn't he, so he can play United every year and have his cup final. So I'm going to go, I think Stoke will win that. Southampton, I'm going to go 1-0 because Southampton don't concede many, but they struggle to score. So I'll go 1-0 to Stoke. West Brom versus Watford. This is a good one. Both started the season really well. I think last time out, didn't Watford beat Swansea? They must have done. They're on 11 points. So 11 points for Watford's a good start. West Brom, 8 points. They've had a bit of a blip lately. I'm going to go for a draw in that. I think it'll be 2-2. Hard to pick a winner. 2-2 in that one, as far as I'm concerned. Chelsea City, we've done that. So West Ham Swansea. Both need a win again. Both need a win. I'll go West Ham 2-1. Chelsea City, I've gone 3-1 to City. Arsenal Brighton. Again, Arsenal. This happens with Wenger. They won again tonight in Europa League, by the way, 4-2. Wenger gets on the ropes, and then Arsenal have a run of good games, and they've had a run of good games. They'll beat Brighton at home at the weekend. Maybe as high as 3-0, maybe even 4. I'll go 3-0. Everton Burnley. Again, tough game for Everton, who need a win, especially after. This is not a good game for Everton. I think if they had a week's rest, you'd say Everton. But playing tonight in the Europa League and then on Sunday, it's very hard to do. Burnley will be fresh. They're a hard-working team. They've already been to Liverpool once and got a point. I fancy them to get a point again. I'm going to go 1-1. Newcastle, Liverpool. There's only going to be one winner in this. Liverpool will win it. I think Liverpool might send a message, and Klopp might send a message here. I think they might beat Newcastle very. I've got a funny feeling it could be something like 5-1. I really think they'll batter them. I'm not going to say Liverpool are winning the league or anything because of it. I just think Newcastle aren't that good. Even though it's Benitez against his old club, I can see it being 5-1 or 4-0, something like that. I think Liverpool will trounce them. So if you're into your Premier League, it might be worthwhile getting a few Liverpool players in it. I think that's, in fact, talking about fantasy Premier League, I'm doing okay at the moment. I think the value players in this week, where the goals are going to be, away teams really. Liverpool at Newcastle, I think there'll be a lot of goals in that for Liverpool. Spurs at Huddersfield, I can see Huddersfield conceding a few against Spurs. I think United Palace is the obvious one, but I've just got a funny feeling that United might not score that many. 2-0 I think. Chelsea City, it'll either be really tight or there'll be loads of goals. And Arsenal Brighton again. I think the safe money for me would be Liverpool, Arsenal or Spurs players in the Premier League. Fionn Curtin says 4-1 to Liverpool against Newcastle. Dan Butterworth says 2-1 to Newcastle. I don't see that in Newcastle at all, but George Kyle says Liverpool will bottle it as well. Dan Butterworth agrees me 1-1 for Everton and Burnley. Johnny Blaze says 23 says 3-4 to City. Chad Sproul says that if Hazard has a good game, Chelsea will win. Ronak says 3-2 to Chelsea. Thanks to Beck moderating tonight with George Kyle. Liverpool, Newcastle is always a good game, says Mr. Fresh. What's this channel, says Dane Shane Littlechild. It's That's Football, and this is our Premier League preview every Thursday night at 8:30 when there's a Premier League fixtures game. Over the international break, by the way, we will be doing we'd probably do about 2 watch-alongs a week, which is where we watch a game together with you on the live comments. So we did Chelsea, Atletico Madrid last night. We did Real Madrid, Dortmund the night before. We're doing Chelsea Man City at 5:30 watch along on here on Saturday at 5:30. But over the international break, we'll be doing Wales versus Ireland and both England games. So there will be lots of content up for you on here. What's happened to the United stand, says Tootie Tootie. Nothing. Just done the preview for Crystal Palace on there. The United stand's still up and rocking. This is a generic football channel, so lots of interaction. We'll be starting the call-ins, the Skype shows where you can call in and have your say about anything to do with football. They will be starting after the international break. It's nailed on. And Singh Khalsa says 3-2 Chelsea will beat Man City 3-2. Singh also says 1-1 Everton and Burnley. A lot of people saying that. That was what I went with as well. I think Saturday night's going to be good on Match of the Day, though, isn't it? There's a few good games. Chelsea City. Sander Seegers. Big up to Sander. Big part of the channel. He will be doing Chelsea versus City, I think, on Saturday night. 17,000 subscribers we've hit. Well done. CFC 007 says, I bet at the bridge I will be celebrating a win for Chelsea. And George Carl says 17,000 subscribers. Thanks to everybody. City win 2-1 says Yash. And Alex Bork says, don't forget me, I'm modding too. Oh yeah, I've seen your spanner. Thanks, Alex. Beck's giving it the party stream with the 17,000. What about this for a treble? Manchester United win, Chelsea win, and Newcastle win. I think you're okay with Man United. Chelsea, borderline. Newcastle, I think Liverpool will win that. I've not been impressed with Chelsea that much. Theon says it will be Huddersfield 1, Spurs 3. Lots of people putting their score predictions in. Remember the link in the video description to Super Brew. It's our Predictor League. If you sign up through that link, it will put you automatically into our league anyway. Got a couple of thousand people in it at the moment. It doesn't matter if you join late because you can win prizes. And you can win the yellow jersey, which is if you get the most points in a week, you get like a yellow cap next to your name. We'll give you a shout out, but it's free to sign up, and it's just basically picking your Premier League predictor scores. And also we are going to do a Champions League one. It's not started yet. We'll start with the next one. So lots of people coming up with score lines, so get involved. Is Mane back for Liverpool? I think he is. I've got a funny feeling he is. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's missed 2 league games and 1 League Cup game. Danny Green says United will win 4-0. Salah to run riot against dodgy Newcastle plonkers. A few people asking what the channel's about. It's a generic football channel, really. It's just a celebration of football. Obviously, I do the United stand. I'm a United fan, but what we're trying to build here is a community of people who, you know, watch football other than that. You know, you can come on and talk about your club. That's fine. We want loads of people from loads of different clubs on here because the watch-alongs, we just pick the games that we watch that when we're not watching our club. So like Real Madrid Dortmund, I loved it on Tuesday night. We had a right good laugh. City Chelsea at the weekend. We'll do some internationals as well. It's going to be running all season. Watch-alongs, Premier League previews. We'll build in some other material as well. But it really is just about talking about football generically because not many people I know, yeah, they're mad passionate about their club, but it doesn't end there. If there's another match on, they might watch it. If there's some big topic that goes on that doesn't involve their club, they want to talk about it. That's football. That's what football's all about. That's what the That's Football channel's all about. So get involved, subscribe, drop a like, and get commenting and have your say. Nicholas Myers says, will it only be Premier League? No. There's a chance that we might do Real Madrid versus Espanyol watch along Sunday nights, but we will definitely be doing Premier League, Champions League, international games, and I desperately do want to build out and start doing some Serie A stuff because I love Serie A. Which reminds me, if you like FIFA 18, I've finally got it downloaded now. Tonight at 11 o'clock on this channel, I'll be doing my first Premier League FIFA career mode. I am going to do a Serie A one. Probably won't start that yet, but I will do them side by side. We're starting with the Premier League one tonight. I still haven't decided which team I'm going to be. I've taken into account all your votes. I've done the Twitter poll. It's between 2. I thought I was going to do one team, but in the last few hours I've been thinking I think I'd enjoy this other team more, even though it's more of a challenge. So live tonight at 11 o'clock. It will just go live because it's through my PlayStation. So you just click live and it goes live. There's no stream set up. It will just go live at 11 o'clock. But that'll be the draft. We'll be, I'll probably simulate the pre-season friendlies, but we'll be involved in signing players. I want to get Pulisic. But get involved. First time I've done it from the start, so get involved from 11 o'clock. If you're going to join in live at 11 o'clock because I'll be listening to your comments about what players I should get. So see you all then. Thanks everyone for watching. See you at 11 o'clock if you like FIFA 18. We'll be running that FIFA career mode on this channel. Chad Sproul says don't do Spurs. I don't know why. They might be a contender, they might not. Chad, you'll have to find out at 11 o'clock. Thanks everyone for watching. Really enjoy doing the Premier League preview, by the way. We all love the Premier League, don't we? And it's good to you know, go through the games and see where the scores might be. Definitely all about Chelsea City, isn't it? Massive game. But don't forget to sign up for Super Brew, link in the video description, and get your predictions in. It's free to enter. You could win yourself a shirt. I'll see you all at 11. If not, I'll see you on the watch along. Thanks for watching.